So I'm moving ahead. A highly diversified equity portfolio comprises of 100 securities, of which 20% is government owned, while balance is privately owned. 60% of government owned companies are dividend paying stock. So out of 120 is government company, and of 60%, that is 12 companies are dividend paying stock, whereas 0.7% of the private companies pays dividend. You are required to compute two things. Number one, probability of selecting a company at random which is government owned and pays dividend. We have verbally calculated it as 12, means 0.2 is the answer. So how did you do that? It's very simple. If you apply common sense, you will also be able to. There are 100 companies, 20% are government owned. So out of 100, 20% is 20 companies. Of 20 companies, 60% is government owned and dividend paying. So 20% of 60% is 0.12. 12 on 100 is 0.12. So on probability terms, it is 0.12. However, if you want to have a formula applied and understand it from formula wise, then also we have the leeway. This follows and see, notice there is an and calls for multiplication rule. There were three rules: multiplication, addition, and total probability. And calls for multiplication. So I am also recalling my multiplication rule. Just a second. And multiplication rule formula says that P government plus dividend paying means government and dividend paying means into it is joint probability formula, and joint probability formula is probability of government paying into probability of government paying given dividend given government paying. So if you recall, there was conditional probability. What is the probability of it being government, and what is the probability of paying a dividend given that it is government? PA given B into PB. So that's how it works. It is 0.2 into 0.6, which is equals to 0.12. That's the way we calculate it. So you get the same answer. Probability of selecting company which is government owned or pays a dividend. Now here is the catch. Addition rule will be applied because the word or changes the entire game. It should be government owned or pays the dividend. So if you apply an addition rule formula, it is G or D, then it will be the ambit will become bigger. So it is PG plus PD minus PG into D. If you recall the formula, PA plus PB minus PA intersection B. So PG is 0.12. It's already given. It's 0.2. It is 0.2 plus PD. What is the probability of happening of PD? Sir, we don't know. Then we have to calculate. And how are you going to do that? Sir, apply total probability rule. Total probability rule. What does total probability rule says? If you want to find unconditional probability, there were three types of probabilities. One was joint probability, which represents this one, PGD, which is 0.12. Both events happen at the same time. Second was conditional, which represents this one, PD given G. Something has already happened, then how will it affect the probability of another event? And one is unconditional probability, which is PD or PG, which is, it is whatever happens in the world or doesn't happen in the world, my probability remains unchanged. That's why it is called unconditional. Then we discussed that there is only one way to calculate unconditional probability, which is using total probability rule. And what does total probability rule says? That in how many ways that event can happen, determine the joint probability. So dividend can happen with government plus a dividend can happen with private. Dividend plus government is 0.12. We have already calculated it here. So we need to determine joint probability of a dividend paying company and a private company. So a private company which also pays a dividend. The formula is probability of being a private company, which is 0.8, because that was 0.2. So that will be 0.8 into probability of paying a dividend, which is 0.7. So a private company pays a dividend is 0.7. 0.56 plus 0.12, it is 0.68. So there is 68% chance, or 68 securities out of 100 securities pays dividend. Okay. So we got a PD, we got a PG, now we got PGD already computed above. Now we can compute the answer, which is 0.2 plus 0.5 68 minus 0.12, which is 0.76 if you calculate. So B is the correct option. Okay, the entire computation is given. You can just have a look at it. I'm removing the ink on my slides. If you have noted, if you want, you can note it, no harm, but that would be there in your curriculum, their material. So that's the solution. It's the